Good evening to all of you. We were on topic causes of unemployment. Subject economics. Subject economics. Chapter number I think 6. Chapter 6. Name unemployment. And in unemployment, topic is causes of unemployment. Causes of unemployment. In causes of unemployment, we have already completed explanation of high rate of population growth, second slow rise in employment opportunities, and third one is low rate of saving and investment. Now fourth topic is capital intensive production technique. This is fourth point. Capital intensive production technique. Now simple explanation you have to write without reading. You can write or you can explain these points. So first of all, capital incentive production technique. So first of all, you have to define what is capital intensive production technique. So definition or meaning of capital intensive production technique is the economic activities in which capital is more. Here capital means machineries. Where capital is more, machineries are more and labors are less used. Means less labor is used and more machineries are used. Such technique, such production technique is called capital intensive production technique. Here labors are less than machineries. Labors are less than machineries. In simple language I am writing here. Labors machinery means the technique, the production technique in which machineries are more and labors are less used. Such method is called capital incentive production technique. Now in second 5-year plan, government has focused on the development of industrial sector. So in second 5-year plan, government has focused more on the development of industrial sector. Now in industrial sector, those industries or we can say basic and heavy industries. Here in simple language, government has focused on the development of industry, and in industrial sector they had focused, means government has focused, they focused more on basic and heavy industries. Basic and heavy industries means instead of focusing on cottage industry, focusing on small scale industries, government has utilized maximum resources on the establishment of basic and heavy industries. And basic and heavy industries are particularly based on capital intensive production technique. Basic and heavy, not heavy and basic, basic and heavy. And basic and heavy industries are completely based on capital intensive production technique. And when these basic and heavy industries are based on capital intensive production technique, means machineries are used more and labors are used less. So when industries are based on capital intensive production technique, it means government has avoided or ignored or not encouraged such industries or those industries which are based on labor intensive production technique. They had ignored that, they had not encouraged such type of industries which are based on labor intensive production technique. In the second 5-year plan, they were focusing on basic and heavy industries, and basic and heavy industries are completely based on, means in such type of industries production is based on capital intensive production technique where machineries are more used and labors are less used. That's why the degree of unemployment, the percentage of unemployment increases. As a result, the proportion of unemployment increases. So very simple. Total I have taken 4 to 5 lines. You can add 2 more lines. First one is, first of all, define capital intensive production technique. How that capital intensive production techniques is that technique in which more machineries are used and less labors are used. More machineries and less labors are used. Such type of production technique is called capital intensive production technique. Now, how it becomes one of the reason of unemployment? Then we are explaining that in second 5-year plan, government has focused on the development of industrial sector, and in industrial sector, they had focused more on basic and heavy industries. Basic and heavy industries are completely depend on capital intensive production technique in which machineries are more and labors are less used. Now additional 2 points you can add, that government has ignored cottage industry, small scale industries or such type of industries which can generate more employment, because such type of industries are based on labor intensive production technique. So they can generate more employment, but government has ignored, avoid or discourage, we can say, or not encourage such type of industry. As a result, what happens? Proportion of unemployment increases. This is about 4th point, capital intensive production technique. Now point number 5th. Point number 5th I have taken inefficiency of public sector. Total 7 points, not 7, 9 points are given. 9, 10 points. Out of 10 points, you can explain any 5 points of your own choice. The 5th point is inefficiency of public sector. Inefficiency of public sector. Only points you have to learn, or only one time, only by reading one time you can explain all the points in your own way. Now here, inefficiency of public sector. Now according to textbook, after independence, public sector was given more importance, means government has given, first point regarding this, government has given more importance to public sector rather than private sector. After independence, government has restricted private sector to enter into various types of business. Government has put various restrictions on private sector. There is an immense increase seen in number of public sectors and investment thereof. The quantity of employment generation estimated from public sector was not able to generate more employment because of its low productivity. Means public sector in public sector, once again same reason. In public sector, industries are established on the basis of capital intensive production technique, one reason for unemployment. And beside this there is no competition in public sector. There is no competition in public sector. When there is no competition in public sector, then what happens? Their productivity, their quality of production reduces. Their productivity reduces. And as a result, unemployment increases. These are the points or reasons for unemployment, causes of unemployment. So 3 points I had already explained. 4th point is capital intensive production technique, and 5th one is inefficiency of public sector. Causes of unemployment is completed. So types of unemployment we have completed, causes of unemployment completed. Now measures to reduce unemployment, means how we can reduce the percentage of the proportion of unemployment. That topic is left. And one more topic is state programs to reduce unemployment. And then 4 points which is given by a Raj Krishna committee to measure unemployment. 3 topics are left, in which 2 topics are small and 1 topic is large. So right now there is less time, so I try to complete one small topic, that is given on page number 75. Page number 75. First of all, try to understand the number of topics which are given in the textbook. One is types of unemployment, which we have done. Second one is causes of unemployment, second topic which we have done. Now third topic I am taking state program. Topic name is state program. To reduce or to solve unemployment problem. To solve unemployment problem. So time to time government has introduced various schemes, various policies which has reduced, not effective, but which has reduced unemployment to some extent. These programs are, first one is MGNREGA, means MGNREGA. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guaranteed Act. Mahatma Gandhi, earlier it was known as NREGA, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. But now Mahatma Gandhi word is used or added before Narega. It becomes Magnarega. Once again, full name is Mahatma Gandhi, MG, Mahatma Gandhi Nation or National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Now, first of all, 2 or 3 lines about Magnarega. This act was started in the year 2006. First of all, first point about this, simple topic is there, but only you have to learn points. This act was introduced in the year 2006. This act was introduced in the year 2006. First point. And what is the objective of introducing this policy? The objective is, means the objective of introduction of this policy is to provide. The objective is to provide employment to rural people. The name Narega, then second sentence, the name Narega was changed to Magnarega on 2nd October 2009. The important sentence, the name only Narega, now it becomes Magnarega when? In the year 2009. The name Narega was changed to, only name has been changed, but this scheme was introduced in the year 2006. So the name Narega was changed to Magnarega on 2nd October 2nd October 2009. Now, what type of schemes offered is given to unemployed person in Magnarega? The first point is, here first point is, laborers should be provided wages. Now, first one is, in this program, this first point regarding Magnarega, in this program, at least one person from each family is given guarantee of getting employment for 100 days in a year. For 100 days in a year. Second important point, labor should be provided wages within 7 days. Wages within 7 days. It means the contractors, the owner, they cannot keep the wage of labor for many days. Means they cannot exploit laborers. When labor comes on the work, and if he has done work for 1 day, So within 7 days, maximum within 7 days, owner or the contractor or jobber has to provide wages to labor within 7 days. And important point, in this program, at least one person from each family is given guarantee of getting employment for 100 days in a year, and they will get work within the diameter of 5 kilometer from their residence. 5 kilometer. But that is also written, labor should be given employment. They should be given employment within 5 kilometer. Within 5 kilometer from their residence. From their residence. And if sometimes if they are getting work beyond this distance, beyond the 5 kilometer, then they will get 10% extra wage. That is also written here. If laborers are given employment, beyond that distance, then 10% extra wages, 10% extra wages are given to them. Laborers working under this scheme, now in order to register themselves or after registration, these laborers are getting card, MGNREGA card. So laborers working under, that is I am reading only for your knowledge, otherwise important points are completed regarding MGNREGA. And one more point you can add, easy point, one third employment is reserved for females. Under this scheme. And extra point for your knowledge, laborers working under this scheme are provided job cards which is valid for 5 years. It may come in the form of MCQ that under MGNREGA the card which is issued, that is valid for 5 years. So laborers working under this scheme are provided a job card, and that job card is issued for 5 years. Then after 5 years they can renew that job cards. After receiving job card, if the laborer does not get employment, then also he is paid employment allowances. So this is all about MGNREGA. First of all, this act was and the objective of this policy, this scheme is to provide employment to rural people. In this program, at least one person from each family is given guarantee of getting employment, that is also for 100 days in a year. Laborers should be given employment, means they will get job within 5 kilometers from their residence, and if they are getting employment beyond that distance, then additional 10% wages will be given to them, and their wages should be given to them within 7 days from their work. Labor should be provided wages within 7 days, and 1/3 employment is reserved for females under this scheme. Now those laborers who are coming into the, means those who have taken registration in MGNREGA, they will be issued a job card, and that job card is valid for 5 years. After that they can renew that job card, but that is issued for 5 years. This is about MGNREGA. So one program introduced by government in order to solve unemployment program, and name of that program is MGNREGA, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Now second point is पंडित दीनदयाल उपाध्याय श्रमेव जयते योजना. This is the important point. MGNREGA separately it can be asked. Write short notes on MGNREGA or why MGNREGA Act was introduced. What is the objective behind introducing MGNREGA? In this way, question may be asked. In which year NREGA was introduced? In which year NREGA becomes MGNREGA? So in 2006, NREGA was introduced, and in 2009, NREGA becomes MGNREGA. Means name of Mahatma Gandhi will be added on 2nd October 2009. What is the objective of this program? One line answer. The objective of this program is to provide employment to rural people. And what type of solution government has brought through MGNREGA? So one person from each family in rural area, they will get guarantee of getting job, getting work at least for 100 days in a year, and they will get job within 5 km from their residence, within 5 km. And by chance if they are getting job or work beyond this distance, then additional 10% wages will be given to them, and they will be provided wages within 7 days from the date of work. Beside this, the laborers who have registered themselves under MGNREGA program, they will be issued a job card that is valid for 5 years. After that they can renew it, but that is valid for 5 years. And those who have got job card and then also they are not getting job, they will be get employment allowances per month. Now second one is Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Shramev Jayate Yojana, PDU, then SJY. Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Shramev Jayate Yojana. Shramev means hard working, labor. Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay, PDU. This is the name of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. Shramev Jayate Yojana. Now what is the objective of introducing Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Shramev Jayate Yojana? So this scheme was introduced in the year 2014. First point, in short I am writing, in 2014 this program was introduced, and objective is to provide health and security. The objective of this program is to provide health and security. Health here means their health will be taken care by the government. That is the responsibility of government. Whenever they will, anytime during working hours, if they become ill or they are passing through any mental stress or physical problems, then they will be given medical treatment free of cost. That is the objective of Pandit Deen Dayal Shramev Jayate Yojana, to provide health and security, job security. Security means job security, along with good management. Along with good management. Here along with good management means they will get inducive working atmosphere. Means they will get a, we can say, harmonious, better working condition. In that condition they have to work. So to provide health and security along with good management, that is the objective of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Shramev Jayate Yojana. And beside this, and welfare to the laborers, laborers of unorganized sector. Unorganized sector means those who are selling vegetables on laris, those who are peddlers, these are called unorganized sector. They do not have proper shop, proper business unit. Per day they are walking here and there, and then they are earning money. Such type of workers or laborers are called laborers of unorganized sector. So, and provide welfare to the laborers of unorganized sector. And one more point is given, that is already I had told you that what is the meaning of good management. So, to develop, one more point I am writing, to develop conducive environment. Conducive means better environment, in which workers can do their work easily, without any suffocation, without any fear of honor. So, to develop conducive environment. Conducive environment for industrial development. For industrial development. So, this is the objective of and how this program reduce unemployment. When government provides medical facilities free of cost, job security with good management. Good management means if government is continuously thinking about the advantage of laborers, especially of unorganized sector, if they are providing conducive environment in which they can do their work easily, then what happens? They will not required to leave the job. They are not required to stay away from such type of work. They will continue. They will do their job continuously. It means this factor also becomes to reduce unemployment. Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Shramyo Jayate Yojana. Third one is Deen Dayal Gram Jyoti Yojana. Now, hardly one line explanation is there, so orally I am telling you. Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti. Jyoti means electricity. So, by this word you can very easily explain the point that here the objective of this program is to provide electricity continuously 24/7 in rural areas. One line explanation, the objective of this program is to provide electricity 24 hours in rural area. Name of the program is Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana. Now, how this program can introduce unemployment? If government is able to, or if government is providing electricity continuously, then many individuals who are working on machineries, and such machineries are operated through electricity, then they can continue their business. They are not required to remain unemployed. So, such type of schemes can reduce unemployment to a larger extent. Fourth one is Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana. Kaushalya means skill. Kaushalya means skill. SKILL. So, here government is providing training to unskilled laborers, unskilled workers, and trying to make them skilled, and after that such skilled laborers are able to establish their own business. In own words you can write only by reading the heading. Deen Dayal Gramin. Gramin means rural. Kaushalya means skill. Yojana means plan. So here through this program government is providing various types of programs which makes unskilled workers a skilled one, and after that they can establish their own business, they can start their own job, and as a result what happens? The percentage of the proportion of unemployment reduces. But this scheme is especially for the youth between the age of 18 to 35 years. The scheme was, once again, the scheme was started on the date is not important, but year is important. The scheme was started in the year 2014. The main objective of this program is to provide employment to youth between age group of 18 to 35. Now, last point, Prime Minister Agricultural Irrigation Program. Again, you can explain in your own words by introducing this program. Program means Prime Minister Agricultural Irrigation Program. Their objective means government objective is to provide irrigation facility to every field so that production can be increased, productivity per hectare can be increased and productivity per labor can be increased. So one slogan was introduced that time when this program was introduced: water to every field. Water to every field. Why? In order to increase field productivity, in order to increase production per hectare, in order to increase productivity per labor. This is the main objective of this program. Now, according to textbook, this scheme was introduced in the year 2015 with an objective of water to every field. Why? In order to increase field productivity, optimum use of available resources and planning of irrigation facilities to agricultural areas. Or in your own words, you can explain this. This program was introduced in the year 2015. Its main objective is to provide water to every field so that productivity per hectare and productivity per labor can be increased. And what happens when they remain involved in agricultural sector? They are not required to remain unemployed. This is one of the reason, or we can say this is one of the program in order to solve unemployment problems. So 3 topics we have completed. One is types of unemployment,